Benty, reports have suggested that Matheus Cunha could be on the radar for a potential January move. Is that someone that can improve Arsenal and help them get over the line, do you think, this season?
Well, he's certainly a good player. I mean, he's been brilliant for Wolves in a season which has been really disappointing for them. He's been one that's kind of not let his standards slip. I know he's had the situation at Ipswich as well, and he got the suspension, by the way, only 2 games for that. I don't know how he only gets 2 games, and one's an FA Cup game, so Wolves must be thanking their lucky stars. But 10 goals and 4 assists this season in 19 games for a team that's down there. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's their best player. If Arsenal can get it, yeah, I'd be all for Arsenal getting him. Where does he fit in? You'd have to find a place for him at some point. He doesn't start. Maybe with it, Saka being out, maybe coming off the left, he can. But just having that level of player in the squad you can call upon would be superb. I
don't know if you're aware of this, but if Arsenal win on Saturday, you're going to be 2 points better off than you were this time last season.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's a surprise. You didn't know that?
How much about I knew that?
Okay, all right. How do you know that? Inside. Okay, fine, yeah. Good show, by the way.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about your season so far? Because there's a lot of, not doom and gloom.
Yeah.
But that's quite a positive number, isn't it?
Do you know what it is? It's almost like as well. I don't think Arsenal played as well as they did last season. The free-flowing football, but they've just been more effective. Like the set plays have been massive. They've managed to beat teams, pick up points when maybe they shouldn't have done. But honestly, I just think if you can keep in touch with Liverpool and add bodies as well, I think that'd be superb for us. Considering where people have kind of said they're not playing as well, I think it'd be brilliant.
Okay, a quick word about Brighton on a bit of a sticky patch at the moment. What do you make of that? What's the reason? What do you make of their season so far?
Do you know what it is? We expect so much from them because of the start they made. I mean, Fabian Hurtslow, what a job he's doing down there.
Yeah, brilliant.
They've got off to such a good start that people expect it to continue, and that's never the case. But they've got to somehow get out of this rut. They're better than that. The result against Palace didn't do them any favours, local derby, getting beat. But they've got more than enough quality and more than enough experience to get themselves out of this situation, for sure.
Okay, let's move on to Fulham. They face Ipswich this weekend following their 2-0 win against Chelsea. Ipswich are only a point now off climbing out of the bottom 3. I know you're a big fan of Liam Delap. Is he a striker? Well, I know he's a highly rated striker, actually. Could he be the guy that either moves to a bigger club in January? How important?
Why would he move to a bigger club in January for?
Well, you talked about Isak leaving Newcastle to go to Arsenal.
In January?
Yeah.
Nah, Ipswich not letting him go now, are they?
Oh, look, I've never seen... You don't act like this with any other... Okay. Honestly, it's so biased.
Listen, why are you talking about... I don't see January written on that page anywhere.
I'm allowed to ad-lib. No, that's the beauty of being
that's the problem.
A very well-respected journalist.
And I didn't see January anywhere.
Do you think Liam Delap would leave Ipswich and go to a proper club?
Exactly.
How important is it that they hang on to him?
They will do. From now to the end of the season, they will. But I just think... To lose him now would be absolutely crazy. They're not going to sell him. It'd be a lot of money. He could play for England.
Who's written these questions? I'm going to read them out to you, all right? I'll read them. You don't have to answer. Question number 2, written by Joe, the Ipswich Town season ticket holder. What have you made of Ipswich in recent weeks? Does Kieran McKenna deserve praise for changing the system in the team? Next question. Is Kieran McKenna now a top 3 manager in the league?
It's close.
Do you mean bottom 3?
I think it's close.
Will Ipswich win the league in the next 2 seasons? Championship, they might.
Serious question.
No, shut up. No, the answer is no. I don't want him at United.
No, I'm not going to say that. In recent times, though, since he got there, who's done a better job, Amorim or McKenna?
He's only been there 5 minutes.
Okay, in the 5 minutes that he's been there, who's done better?
Who's higher in the league?
Who's done better? That's a question. Okay, one's fighting. Sorry, both are fighting relegation.
Benny, let's talk about one of your former sides,
Who?
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
I reckon I can get him to sing louder. Louder. There you go. I don't know how we're going to get out of this room alive. I really don't. Let's talk about your former side, Sunderland. They've slipped to 4th in the Championship. However, they did close the gap at the top to 3 points. That was after a big old win against, what was it, Sheffield United on New Year's Day. Portsmouth is the side they face. They are outside the relegation zone by a point, despite being winless in 5. It's a big game, that, isn't it? It really is a big game. Next game in the league after that is Burnley away. How big of a statement would it be to pick up 3 points at Turf Moor? I mean, it'd be huge, massive. I mean, it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, though, because Burnley will be difficult, but you need to go into that game against Portsmouth with a bit of confidence. Now, Portsmouth are fighting for their lives, 4th from bottom. Sunderland got that really impressive win against Sheffield United. I know Sheffield United are maybe in a bit of a sticky patch, but for Sunderland to go past Portsmouth and then play Burnley, the one thing about Burnley which makes it incredibly difficult is that they don't concede any goals. That's their specialty. They concede less goals than anybody. But you've got to believe, and I think if they do that, I think they've got a great chance, Sunderland, of going
and getting themselves in that playoffs for sure.
Good work. That was all thanks to our friends at 3.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.